Pain does not always mean progress. I feel like this is an idea that I'm still trying to work through myself, in the gym, and also in life. Something that I've grown up feeling, and I'm sure some psychiatrists could tell me that this is some kind of anxiety or OCD, but I really feel intrinsically that if something is painful or difficult, or painful and difficult, even better, that means it must be worth doing. Not in some weird way, but in a literal way. When you lift a weight and you need to curl it, and it's challenging, it's hard for your muscles, it's hard for your body, it's hard mentally to push yourself to do that rep. To me, that pain is a signal that this must be worth it. That isn't always the case, and our brain tricks us this way. Certainly mine does. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't push ourselves, ambition isn't bad, but nonetheless, I do think that there's balance that we have to strike. The reality is that sometimes pain is just pain, not growth. Overtraining, ignoring signals, these things slow progress. Because progress is only something that can exist when you zoom out. When we zoom in, we see pain. I need to force myself. When you zoom out, you see all these little squiggly lines turn into an upward trajectory. Something that can only be enabled through balance and being kind to yourself and listening to yourself, especially your body, but also your mind. The real skill is knowing when to push and when to recover. Momentum is built by sustainability, not self-destruction, not sacrifice, not one last heroic leap that leaves you bleeding on the ground. No, it's about constant discipline. Inspiration lasts for one day. Discipline lasts for a long time. But part of discipline is knowing when to take the day off, when to not push for that extra rep so as to avoid injury. And I also think that in life, suffering is not a virtue. We shouldn't have to romanticize struggle to motivate people. We need to choose smart, informed difficulty, not random hardships. We need to be disciplined enough to rest and be strategic enough to avoid pointless pain. Let's try to do that together.